You'd like to try? Sure. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to give you the link then.
Okay.
And here, that way it'll be nice and clear, but I will pull it up. I'm going to share my screen. And you take a look. I'm putting it in the chat box right now. And
Okay.
you take a look because it's kind of long. And if you want to go ahead and try it, then you can go ahead and try it first. And then if anyone else wants to go, we'll give you a chance, and then I will go. And then you guys can all see if I got it right. Okay? All right. Like I said, I have never looked these up since I saw the poem last year. I have not looked, I've not done anything to try to make sure that I get it right. So we'll see what I do. So Monzi, have you looked it up?
Yeah, I have opened the link. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen so that everybody can follow along. And that's really annoying. There we go. And so are you still up for it? You want to go ahead and try it?
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Okay, okay. And Monzi,
It's quite big. Yeah.
you're in the
Yeah.
northwest part of America right now. And how long have you been here?
No, I'm not in America.
Who was I talking to that was here? I apologize. You're in India. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Okay, I apologize. So go for it then. We'll follow along.
Okay. Dearest creature in creation, study English pronunciation. I will teach you in my words. Sounds like corpse, corpse, horse, and verse. I will keep you, Susie, busy. Make your head with heat grow dizzy. Tear in eye, your dress will tear. So shall I. Oh, hear my prayer. Just compare hurt, beard, and hurt. Dies and died, dies and died. Lord and word, sword and sword, retain and Britain. Mind the later how it's written. You want me to continue or
Yes,
someone
yes,
else?
go ahead. If
Now,
anyone else wants to, we'll let them afterwards. Go ahead.
now I surely will not plague you with such words as plague and a- ague, but be careful how you speak. Say break and steak, but bleak and streak. Cloven oven, how and low. Script, receipt, show poem and toe. Hear, hear me say, devoid of trickery, daughter, laughter, and topsico. Typhoid, measles, topsails, easels, exiles, similes, and reviles. Scholar, vicar, and cigar. Solar, mica, war and far. One and more. Balmoral, kitchen, lichen, laundry, laurel. Gertrude, German, wind and mind. Scene, Malpomeme, mankind. Billet does not rhyme with ballad. Bu- bu- bouquet, bouquet, wallet, mallet, chalet. Blood and flood are not like food, nor is mold like should and would. Vicious, viscount, load and broad, to, toward, to for, toward to forward, to reward, and your pronunciation is okay when you correctly say croquet, rounded, wounded, grieve and sieve, friend and find, alive and live, ivy, privy, famous, clamor and enamor, rhyme with hammer, river, rival, tom, bomb, com, doll and roll, and some and home, Stranger does not rhyme with anger, neither does devour with clangor. Souls but full, horn but aunt, font front, font want, grand and grand. Shoes goes does, how first say finger, and then singer, jingle, linger. Real zeal move gauze go. It should be gauge and gauge and gauge. Marriage, foliage, marriage, and age. Query does not rhyme with very, nor does furry sound like bury. Dost, lost, post, and doth. Cloth, loth. Job, knob, bosom, transform, oath. Though the differences seem little, we say actual but victual. Refer does not rhyme with differ. Fofer does, and zephyr, heifer, mint, pint, senate, and sedate. Dull, bull, and George, eight, late. Scenic, Arabic, Pacific, Science, Conscience, Scientific, Liberty, Library, Heave and Heaven, Rachel, Ache, Mustache, 11. We say hallowed but allowed. People, leopard, toad but woad. Mark the differences, moreover, between mower, cover, clover, leeches, breeches, wise, precise, chalice, but police and lies, camel, constable, unstable, principle, discipline, label, petal, panel, and canal, wait, surprise, plate, promise, pal, warm and a storm, ch- chase, chaos, chair, senator, spectator, mayor, tour, but R and structure, foe, gas, alas, and Arkansas, sea, idea, Korea, area, San Maria, but malaria, youth, south, southern, cleanse and clean, doctrine, turpentine, marine, compare alien with Italian, dandelion and battalion, Sally with alley, ya, ye, a, way and key, say ever, but ever fever, neither leisure, skin, deceiver, heron, granary, canary, crevice and device, and array, face but preface, not efface, phlegm, phlegmatic as glass, vase, large but target, gin, give, verging, out, joust, and scourging, ear but earn and wear and tear do not rhyme with here, but are. 7 is right, but so is even. Hyphen, roughen, nephew, Stephen, monkey, donkey, Turk and jerk, ask, grasp, wasp and cock and work. Pronunciation, think of psych, is a paling, stout and spiky. Won't it make you lose your wits? Writing grots and saying grits. It's dark abyss or tunnel, strewn with stones, stout, solace, gunwale, Islington and Isle of Wight, housewife, verdict and indict, finally with rhymes with enough, though through plow or dough or cuff, hiccup has the sound of cup. My advice is to give up.
Okay, I got to give you a hand on that. Just getting through all of that is just amazing to me.
I'm sure
I
there
would
must be
love.
infinite
That's
number
okay.
of mistakes.
But you
Yeah.
know what? Some of those were actually really good. Where I expected you to have a little trouble, you did beautifully. So, I mean, it's fine. And I've got an
Okay.
echo, so I'm having trouble talking.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you turn your mic on mute so I can concentrate. I'm hearing
Oh,
myself in
yeah.
an echo. Thank you. Sorry about that. No, that was wonderful. And actually, I'm watching some of this, and this is something that I've noticed. Sometimes the grammar rules just don't apply. And so, like, you have a silent E at the end, and sometimes it's a word we've adopted, say, from French. So the E gets pronounced. But unless you know that, you kind of have to be a native speaker almost to know that, um, it, it, you wouldn't know to pronounce the E, or maybe you pronounce it when it should be silent or whatever. And I'm not saying just on this, I'm talking about this is something that I've noticed. And I wish I could invite all the native speakers to have listened to you there and to follow along, because they would have so much more respect for you learning English, I think, because of all the crazy spellings we have and the different rules that don't apply sometimes, all those exceptions to the rules. And I think that's why they say 90% of native speakers can't pronounce all of these. So that was awesome. You did a great job. And like I said, it, it's so long you'll just get tired. It's almost a tongue twister on this. So it's just, I'm very impressed. So nice job. Thank you very much for giving that a try. Does anyone else, and I can't see the screen right at the moment, so you'll have to turn your mic off and tell me, but does anyone else want to give this a try before I do it? And the other thing is if anyone has questions about what some of these words mean, we can also go over that as well. So unless I hear somebody say something, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay? Okay. So here we go. And is everybody hearing me okay? Let me just make sure everybody here. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I hadn't turned the mic on mute for some reason or something. Okay. So here we go. It's dearest creature in creation, study English pronunciation. I will teach you in my verse sounds like corpse, core, horse, and worse. I will keep you, Susie, busy, make your head with heat grow dizzy. Tear and I your dress will tear, so shall I, oh hear my prayer. Just compare heart, beard, and herd, dyes and diet, lord and word, sword and sward. I'm not real familiar with that word, but retain and Britain, mind the latter how it's written. Now I surely will not plague you with such words as plaque and ague. Might be ague. But be careful how you speak. Say break and stake, but bleak and streak. Cloven oxen, how and low, script, receipt, show, poem, and toe. Hear me say, devoid of trickery, daughter, laughter, and terpsichore. Give me a second, I gotta bring it up. Typhoid, measles, topsails, isles, exiles, similes, and reviles. Scholar, vicar, and cigar, solar, mica, war, and far. One, anemone, Balmoral, kitchen, lichen, laundry, laurel. Gertrude, German, wind and mind. Scene, Melpomene, yeah, I think that's how to say it. Somebody, yeah, make a note of that because I do want to look that up. Mankind. Billet does not rhyme with ballet. Bouquet, wallet, mallet, shallot. Chalet, actually. Blood and flood are not like food, nor is mold like should and would. Viscous, viscount, load and broad, toward, to forward, to reward, and your pronunciation's okay when you correctly say croquet. Rounded, wounded, grieve and sieve, friend and fiend, alive and live. Ivy, privy, famous, clamor, and enamor rhyme with hammer. River, rival, tomb, bomb, comb, doll and roll, and some and home. Stranger does not rhyme with anger, neither does devour with clangor. Clangor. That's another one. Souls but foul, haunt but aunt. Now I'm going to tell you, Americans, we say aunt. So we would say souls but foul, haunt but aunt. Font, front, want, won't, want, grand, and grant. Shoes, goes, does. Now first say finger, and then singer, ginger, linger. Real, zeal, mauve, gauze, gouge, and gauge. Marriage, foliage, mirage, and age. Query does not rhyme with very, nor does fury sound like berry. Dost, dost, lost. Hold on, let me pull this up. Post and doth, cloth, loth. Job, knob, bosom, transom, oath. Though the differences seem little, we say actual but victual. Refer does not rhyme with defer. Fofer does, and zephyr heifer. Mint, pint, senate, and sedate. Dull, bull, and George ate late. Scenic, Arabic, Pacific. Science, conscience, scientific. Liberty, library, heave and heaven. Rachel, ache, mustache, 11. We say hallowed but allowed. People, leopard, toad but vowed. Mark the differences, moreover, between mover, cover, clover. Leeches, breeches, wise, precise. Chalice, butt, police, and lice. I think it's, yeah, I have to think about it. Okay. Camel, constable, unstable. Principal, disciple, label. Pedal, panel, and canal. Wait, surprise, plate, promise, pal. Worm and storm, chaise, chaos, chair. Senator, spectator, mayor. Tour, but hour, and succor. For gas, alas, and Arkansas. Sea, idea, Korea, area. Psalm, Maria, but malaria. Youth, south, southern, cleanse and clean. Doctrine, turpentine, marine. Compare alien with Italian, dandelion and battalion. Sally with alley, no, ally, sorry. Sally with ally, yea, ye, I, a, way, and key. Say ever, but ever, fever, neither leisure, skein, deceiver. Heron, granary, canary, crevice and device and airy. Face, but preface, not a face. Phlegm, phlegmatic, ass, glass, bass. Which, by the way, bass is also pronounced bass. It depends on what you're talking about. It's a different word, same spelling. Large but target, gin, give, verging. Ought, out, joust, and scour, scourging. Ear but earn, and wear and tear, do not rhyme with here but air. 7 is right, but so is even, hyphen, roughen, nephew, Stephen. Monkey, donkey, Turk, and jerk. I want to mention Stephen. Sometimes people spell their name that way and say it's Stephen. Other times they say Stephen. I've heard it pronounced both ways, but spelled the same. There's another spelling for Stephen, but we'll go on. Monkey, donkey, jerk, Turk, and jerk. Ask, grasp, wasp, and cork and work. Pronunciation, think of psyche, is a paling stout and spiky. Won't it make you lose your wits, writing groats and saying grits? It's a dark abyss or tunnel, strewn with stowed, solace, gunwale. Islington? It would be someone's name, I think. So it's going to be up to them, I guess. I'm not sure how to say that. Okay, and Isle of Wight, housewife, verdict, and indict. Finally, which rhymes with enough, though, through, plow, or dough, or cough. Hiccup has the sound of cup. My advice is to give up. Okay. There was a lot of them. I think I did better last year. So, any questions? Because there's some I know that I had trouble with. It's not one that I use in normal language. So, did anybody take notes and have questions on any of those? Come on, you guys, you have to have some of these. Go ahead, Manzi.
Succor, Succour.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, what should be the right pronunciation and what the word mean?
Okay, I'm going to refer to this online dictionary here, because I'm terrible at giving definitions. I can usually tell you how to use it, or the times to use it, but not always definitions. That I have a hard time with that. So, well, first I'm going to sound it out for you guys. According to, let's see if I can get this to sound. I want to turn all this up. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me see. Tell me if you guys can't hear this. I'm going to let the computer make the sound. Sucker. There you go. Succor is what it said. And it says help, relief, aid, or assistance, or it can be a person that gives help, relief, aid, or etc. And that's if it's a noun, and the verb is to help or relieve. Good question.
So it's used frequently. Or it's a
More in writing, I think. At least in my experience, it's more something that you would have in writing. Yes, thank you for that. Yeah.
okay.
So it may not be an everyday word, but it is one you'll want to know. I wanted to mention that word bass and bass. Bass would be like an instrument, like a bass guitar. Bass, like home base, is spelled a little bit differently. Bass would be a fish, so it's either an instrument or a fish, depending. One I wanted to look up, we'll go ahead and see if I can correct myself on this. Chalet, is that the one I wanted? I'll look it up anyway. Okay. Chalet. Yeah, chalet. A herdsman's hut in the Swiss Alps. It's a kind of farmhouse, any cottage, house, ski lodge. Apparently it's of Swiss origin. So chalet, and that was CHALET. One thing I noticed Monzi did really well was the word chase, but we say it chase, and she did. That's exactly how she said it. It was awesome. CHAISE. Ague, let me see. That's another one that I know I wanted to look up. Again, we don't use that. I've never heard anyone use it in everyday language, but I have seen it in sentences. So I'm going to ague. And that is a malarial fever or a fit of fever with shaking, chills, with some other symptoms. So ague. Anybody have any other questions on some of these words? What they are? Yes, go ahead.
You just asked to note down something while you were saying. So it was Turkish core. I don't know. T
Ah,
R
yes,
P
yes,
S.
yes. Terpsichore, yes. Terpsichore, excuse me, terpsichore. And I'm going to write that up. Thank you. I want to say that's an instrument, so you'll have to, you're going to find out for sure with me here. Hold on. Okay, nope. It's the art of dancing, choreography. It's in classical mythology, it's a muse of dancing and choral song. Okay. Okay, did everybody hear that? Terpsichore. So yeah, I had it way, way wrong. A word, Cindy, but it is not in the poem. Vaccination. Both of those C's are pronounced. Okay, yeah, that is one heck of a pronunciation there, terpsichore. Um, okay, vaccination, and is your question just on the pronunciation, Sue? Okay, good. Any others? And don't be afraid to bring those kind of questions. I'm not the one to ask for grammar rules. You guys probably know them better than I do. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've had a grammar class, but as far as pronunciation or how we say things or how we use things, those kind you can always ask me for. Go ahead, Manzi.
I read somewhere that pronunciation about C is either ka, it's like k, or the ch, chi, like that. In some, I was reading something like Logic of English. There they said that if it is E or I, E, I or Y, it will be the softer sound C, cha. Otherwise, it will be ka.
It's close. I think you might. I'm not sure what source you're looking at, but basically you got it partly right. CH, two letters together, and I just put it in the chat box. CH, it makes the ch sound, like in church, or change. Um, we also have the S sound if it's next to the I, E, or Y, which would be like in the word city. It's spelled C-I-T-Y, but it's got that S sound. Or it has a k, the K sound, which would be your hard sound, and that's going to be like in the word cat next to, say, the A, or the U. So we would have cat or cut, C-U-T. Again, it's going to have that K sound. So it actually kind of has three if you want to count the combination consonants there, so the CH. So it's going to be, go ahead.
Yeah, I was talking only about C without CH.
Okay.
So it is either S sound or either K sound.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
what they said. So now I get confused wherever CH comes. So it has two sounds. The K
CH?
sound.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when is the soft sound and when is the K sound? Is there
Okay.
any guidance for that?
Yeah. It's going to be, in fact, let me just put up these words, okay? We're going to have city next. So the IE, or Y, I'm trying to think of a Y word, but there's also the word cease, okay? That's going to have that S sound. So for the K sound, we have cat and cut, okay? And so if you can remember those words, that case, that's another good one. Thank you. Um, that's going to be kind of you're letting you remember computer. That's a very good one. And the word that Sue put up there actually might be a good one to remember. Competition. Exactly. It's got the K sound. The vaccination might be a good one to help you remember because if you look how it's spelled, that first C Even though this is just a memory aid, okay, this is not part of the rule because usually it's the letter comes afterwards that determines it. But in this case, just to help you remember, the word vaccination has both the K and the S sound, and the C that's next to the A is the hard sound, and the C next to the I is the soft sound. That's not a rule because of the way, like I said, the A is not after, but to help you remember. Accessible. Again, there you go. Another perfect word to help you remember. Accessible. So both of those C's are actually pronounced. Does that help? Okay. Those are good questions. Thank you.
So my question was a little bit different. I get
Okay.
confused whenever it is ch
Okay. CH is
together,
it?
like chase or orchid. So some see orchid is K and chase chase is cha sound.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, and like Sue just put up character, stomach. Sue, and I have to refer to Sue because Sue is our English teacher here, so she would know the rule. As far as that goes, for me, I know it just because I'm a native speaker. In that case, like the word church versus the word ache. Um, and actually, we would spell ache this way. But Sue, is there a rule that can help her determine when to use the CH sound or when to use the K sound? Chemistry. Okay. Sue, can you take your mic off mute or no? Sometimes you're in a position you can't do that, I know. So we have orchid, chemistry, ache, stomach, character, chase, church. Okay, go ahead, Sue. Is there a rule that she can refer to help her know which way to go on that? Chastisement. That's another good one. Go ahead, Sue. Just jump right in there. Vijay, can you mute your mic real quick? I think we're hearing breathing. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, go ahead, Sue. Are you with us? We're not hearing anything. Is your mic working? Okay, I'm guessing you're having some mic trouble. Okay, maybe you could put up the rule. So if anybody knows of a rule that can help us here, that would be a huge help. If not, Manzi, I will find out. I'll get with Sue later and see where the rule is. Awesome. Yeah, sorry, Sue, we're not hearing a word or any sound or anything from you, so I think your mic isn't working. Yeah, Sue's real good with this kind of stuff. So that's a very good question, and I will find out. And I tell you what, I will go ahead and post something on the blog. I'll put this up, and that way you can look on the blog and find that information as soon as I find out what the rule is for that. Because I honestly don't know. I've never really thought about it. And that's the case for me a lot when I'm here on Speak Alley. There's so many things that I don't think of because of being a native speaker and ways that we say things and stuff. So we'll see one more time if chaos. That's another good one. Got that. So let's see if there's any so church, we've got it next to a U, next to an A. Yeah, I'm not seeing it because in the word character, the CH is next to an A and it doesn't. Chaos make the difference. Oh, the I and the E? Okay, but yeah, that's a good point. What about in this word up here where we have chase and character? How do we determine? And then chemistry, again, it's next to an E, so all of these different. Yeah, we'll find out and we'll get that posted, okay? Any other questions, comments? You can bring up a different word. It's fine. Hi, Sue. Are you with us? Are you able to help? Take your mic off and let's see if it's working. Sue? Okay, she might be busy. She's usually got 10 things going at once. She's like Wonder Woman here. So, okay. So I know it shouldn't be Vijay. It's a J. It's Mehran. Mehran. Hold on. Yeah,
Mihran.
Mehran. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, it's
Yeah.
okay, Sue. Thanks, yeah. Go ahead, Mehran.
Yeah. Actually, I need some words which can use. I mean, what are the perfect scenario that the words nevertheless, apparently, and indeed or used. I just messed up with when to use them in perfect scenarios. I mean, what kind of scenarios does we use
Okay.
these words?
Okay, which words? Hello,
The words
Mustafa.
which I is
In the poems?
nevertheless, never. Yeah, in the text box I already put in.
Nevertheless, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought, I apologize. You put those words up. I was thinking Sue did, so I was trying to figure out where we were at. Um,
Okay.
yeah, that's a very good definition. Yeah. Thank you for putting that up. Mihran, do you see that? It says, nevertheless, when you say something opposite, indeed does not change the direction. So when we're speaking, we might say, and of course I draw a total blank right now, right? Um, yeah, it's pretty much if we're saying something is a certain way, um, gosh, and then we say nevertheless, this is also going to be true. It's how do I say this? Hi, Mustafa. It's nice to see you again. Okay, I'm going to have to think a minute, and to keep this broadcast from having too much dead space, I'm just going to turn it off, and we'll go ahead and keep talking. Okay? Hold on one second. And Monzi, you have trouble with I, wait in line. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Okay, let me turn this off real quick.